Good morning, everyone. Yo, my man Martez, what's good, bro? What's good, man? Enjoying the good life. I hope. Yeah, man, I was actually just thinking about you, man. You know the kids don't stop asking about you. But yo, man, thank you for joining. And how's everything? So I feel like you came you came back for the right moment. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Swear, like you're like an icon in my household, man. You don't even know. But man, it's good. It's good to hear from you, bro. Excuse me. Are you able to hear me okay? Am I coming through clear or choppy? I will. I will. So this morning, bro, we have NFP at 8:15. So you guys are about to see how, you know, news does its thing to a particular pair, or at least to the dollar, that is. And then obviously in turn it does it to all the major pairs. We got a lot of good setups, mainly for the dollar to rise and then for the non-dollar based pairs to fall. So that's what I'm going to be looking at to, take advantage of this morning. So get ready to just hop right back out and make another bag, man. Again, like you never left. So that's what I'm looking at. But yeah, man, that is great news, man. Great, great news. Get all the coconut water, that you can. Eat as many fruits and vegetables as you can, because trust me, that's what's gonna really get you back, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to give you a whole spill about medicine and the doctors and all that, right? We all kind of know what it is, but I'm telling you from experience, not just from something sounds good. You feel me? Like you got to get those fruits and vegetables in you, man. Mainly fruit, but vegetables is going to heal um, it's going to give you a lot of nutrients that are going to heal you, right? The fruits are going to detoxify you, right? You know what I'm saying? It's going to get rid of stuff. The vegetables are going to give you stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that goes. And do the best you can, man. I know you're gonna get to it. It's just, I want to throw that in there because it's going to be critical. Um, as we go along, or as you try to get through it. You feel me? So, um, yeah, looking at the pound, you can see got this downtrend at big time consolidation, broke out, retest. So I'm waiting for the drop, but need to get to 15-minute and look at the manipulation and break this all down before news drops, which we got 15 minutes. So make sure you got everything pulled up because it's about to be a wild ride. And we're going to be having to pull the trigger fairly quickly. Okay, on GU, I see that we took out. Charge 3 months. I clear 3. Yo, where's my emojis, man? I can't figure this stuff out on here, but that's lit, man. That is absolutely lit, bro. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. All right, so we took out the low, we took out the high. So I want to see, all right, so here's the liquidity grab on both sides. So this could really kind of go either way, but I'm seeing a swing right here. And I want to see price displace below this with with the nice gap. But I'm seeing a little bit of gap right here. So it's kind of looking like maybe it could rise. So got to be careful with pound dollar. Let's see. Okay, but it hasn't really displaced above this. All right, so again, just a whole lot of waiting going on, but we're gonna find what we need and get in the mix. All right, so odd dollar. Higher time frame, we're still bearish. Okay, this all looks good. Seems like we were kind of trending a little bit in this range. Okay, my team is already in a sell on EU, so I'm definitely going to be looking for price to displace below this, give us some kind of FVG, and then we're going to take it shares. Dented by U.S. yields near 4-month highs. Earthquake hits Taiwan. Oh boy, man, a lot going on. So 10 minutes, and then we're really going to see what's cracking. All right, guys, if you're just joining, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. Just a quick update is I'm bullish on the dollar. All right, guys. So I'll be looking to sell a lot of the non-dollar based pairs and buy the dollar based pairs. Not sure what I want to do on gold yet, but it does look bullish still at the moment. All right, I'm back. And what about now? Okay. Um, says if you can hear me, please let me know how we're looking. Uh, okay, perfect. All right, so here we go. Because we got before news goes. Trying to take a look at NAS. We had a trending session during the Asian session. We came out, we pulled back into a fair value gap, and we started to rise. And we actually just had displacement right above this high with a fair value gap pretty much right there. So it looks like, definitely looks like NAS is going to rise. So we will see shortly, but let's get some alerts going. So if anybody was looking to trade NAS, it looks like it's ready to rise. Um, it has not taken liquidity from this high of the session or the low. All right, it just tapped into fair value gap to balance out, pushed up, displaced above this high with another fair value gap that we've already came back to also mitigate, and now the bulls have shown up. So it looks bullish on SPY. I'm sorry, on NAS. But I can see that even if it pushes up, it'll probably pull up into this order block here and then potentially turn around. But you never know what you're going to get. We got 2 minutes left, so let me try to get US 30. Again, this looks pretty bearish, all right, from the higher time frame. Well, let's get down to the 15-minute. Excuse me, guys, and see about the manipulation here. Is consolidation. Guys, my main trade is going to be the EU. All right, so Euro USD, pull that up. That's the one that I'm looking to make a killing on with news coming out in just a minute. So hang tight because it should be a bit of a roller coaster. All right, looks like we're taking out the high of this session. We're going to get rid of this fair value gap. Okay, but right here. So we kind of haven't really taken it out just yet, but it is getting close to taking that out, and that'll be the manipulation, right, to sweep liquidity. Then we'll be looking for price, to give us a setup to take it for a sell, all right? And on US 30, guys, you can make a killing, all right? So SPY also looks bearish. All right, here comes the news, guys. So Euro USD is going off. Let's take a look at that right away. And we're heading down. Guys, I'm just waiting for this to break below this support area here and give me a fair value gap that we can trade off of. So far, it hasn't done that. And the news came out good. So that means the dollar should be rising. If we take a look at the dollar, you guys can see right out the Asian session, we took out the high and we just took out the low, which from a higher time frame, you can see that was really a fair value gap to the upside. This really wasn't the best place for me to put it because again, this is a huge fair value gap, but you can see this whole down move was eating away at balancing that whole gap out. And now you can see rejection right off of that gap. So most likely we're going to start heading up on the dollar. I'm just going to go ahead and get my alerts set because once we break above this resistance area, it's time to rock and roll with most of our major pairs that have the dollar in it. And we'll probably be able to also see opportunities on the commodities as well as those indices. All right, guys. So just hang tight and we're about to get in the mix very soon. Right. So again, just waiting on Euro to drop a bit more. Now, what I like is that we didn't have crazy price action, right? You know, you didn't see the candles go super fast in either direction, right? We're getting like a nice, slow and steady pace, so we're not going to really be able to miss too much, right? But again, for the economic news, it was ADP, non-farm unemployment change. Previously, it was 155,000. They forecasted it to go down actually to 148,000, but it went up to 184,000. So that showed as good news because it was higher than expected or expectations. And so now this should be or give a positive impact on the dollar with the dollar already being in a bullish market structure. Again, guys, run pullback, a little bit of consolidation, manipulation, and then we're going to get the run. All right, so that's what we're looking for. So we're going to stay on this lower time frame. For majority of all of these, I'm going to put these alerts a little closer just to let me know. But let's go ahead and keep looking here. So push these alerts up. Okay, pound dollar. Oh man, you know what? Let me close this out now because maybe I don't need this anymore. Okay, I think it should start clearing up in a little bit, but again, you know, keep me informed. Let me know like how it is so I can make sure I can make some adjustments, just in case. But I think it should start getting better. Again, just let me know. All right, so again, got a bit of level here. Guys, just mainly a little bit of a waiting game, right? Patience and $100. Check out that song, all right? Because that's all you really need. And here's a prime example of it, right? So for GU, I'm waiting for it to, you know, get above this or below that. And, you know, the alerts are going off, but it's just a lot of wickage, nothing really concrete or solid of what I'm looking for, right? You guys will notice you'll have a lot of success with your trading when you have specific things that you're looking for. And when you don't get them, you don't take a trade. And when you do get them, you take the trade. You'll see, you know, just having a game plan helps tremendously. You know, when you trade in this market and pretty much any other one, you know, at that point, you know what I'm saying? So please get you a strategy, one that you understand, one that fits your lifestyle, and you'll make it. All right, that's just how that goes. Okay. Here we haven't had any manipulation on the NZD USD, but we will get alert set. Again, it kind of looked like it was trending as well. I mean, it overall it looks like a range, but trending down here and then kind of giving a structure, to the upside here. So you can see when we got out, the Asian, we came down and we tapped right into another fair value gap here to balance out market price action, right? So, we may get NZD to rise. We just don't know, but I'm seeing gaps all over the place for it at the moment. But we just still don't have any real manipulation yet. All right, alerts are going off. Euro USD, what are you doing? All right, you're coming on down, guys. We're getting closer to being able to pull the trigger for a sell on Euro USD. So please, make that the main thing or the main pair for this morning is Euro USD. I see great potential in the drop. My team is already in this for a sell. Like obviously we're down right now because of the manipulation, right? And what I'm seeing with the way that these two highs are forming is that we may have divergence. So I'm going to pull up the RSI, and yep, we absolutely have divergence where on the chart, this high, and then we got a higher high. But on the RSI, we have a high and then a lower high. So we have divergence. So guys, please get ready to sell Euro USD. It's not ready just yet, but it is getting there. All right. And then the dollar, boom, we're rising. We're displacing above this high. Guys, it's going to be a great day. Look at the size of this candle as it's displacing over this high. What that's basically giving us is a potential fair value gap in order to set ourselves up for an entry. Okay, guys. And again, a lot of this stuff I break down in a lot more detail in my Discord, especially for our live trading nights. And then on Sundays, we do live trainings. Okay, so you can ask your questions and really get to know all the basics and what have you. Okay, but things are selling up really, really good right now, guys. Today is going to be a great day, all right, for the opportunities that we have with these majors, right? So I'm gonna let everything, still kind of go. Even GU is looking like it's getting ready to kind of come on down. I'm sorry, NU looking like it's going to come on down because it's in this fair value, but it's looking like it's about to break below it and potentially give us another, fair value gap to the downside. Let's look at it from the higher time frame really quick. And Martez, how is it now? Am I still like cutting in and out, or am I still sounding clear? Like, what's the status? Okay, so all right, something's going on. US 30, yeah, guys, still downtrend structure on NZD USD. I'm gonna go over and look at US 30. All right, so we haven't had any manipulation just yet. So, not making a move on it at this moment, but definitely patiently waiting to see, what we're going to get. Okay. Again, had a little bit of an uptrend here. So you can see price pull down to here, but I don't really see any gaps or anything, but possibly this order block is what it hit. And yep, there it is. Okay, so again, anybody's ball game with this, but this is kind of like equal highs, if you will. So from here and then over here, So this may be our entry to sell right now on US 30. As again, when we look at it from a higher time frame, we had divergence here, right? Double top almost, and then kaboom, we broke the low. We did not get a pullback to this fair value gap yet, but this is kind of what I'm expecting. I'm expecting us to rise, taking liquidity from the high of the Asian session, but also kind of tapping into where we broke, possibly, to this order block that sits up here. So, um, this is kind of what I like to see happen on NAS before I get into a sell. But again, you just kind of never know what you're going to get. It may just drop, right now because again, news has came out and it's been positive for the dollar. Typically, it causes US 30 to fall. So, we may miss the boat on this one, but we'll just let it play a little bit more, and we'll see, kind of what's going on. But alerts are critical at this point, so get as many in as you can, and things should be good. All right. Let me see if I can do anything for that test. But thanks for letting me know. Give me a second. Coding overload. One moment, guys. One moment. Okay, you guys should be seeing gold right now. Okay, you guys should also be seeing me switch. Okay, much better. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, I had to learn a few things really quick here on the fly, but I think I got it, and we should be good. So, uh, hopefully the screen looks good enough for you guys to, still see everything, because it's a little bunched up on my part, but it's all good. So, guys, we got the displacement on euro dollar. We have a fair value gap right here. Um, Now I'm gonna take this right now for a sell to the downside, even though the gap itself is not um, super huge or anything. It still checks out for what I need, and that's really all I care about. All right, so here it is. Boom. Now we can wait for it to kind of push back, but I can see on the 5 minute we got what we need, guys. So please sell Euro USD right now. I'm gonna put this as a little marker, right? Do a little hot. Let's do purple. I can't see it. Let's do this orange. There it is. All right. So guys, please sell Euro USD right now, and your entry price is 1.07787. All right. Okay, here it is. So my team is already in it, right? But we're definitely getting what we need from the chart here, and it's a go. All right. So just setting a few more alerts to let us know that we're going to get in at a really good price. All right. But it is time to rock and roll. All right. And look at this perfect rejection. I'm sorry, manipulation outside of the consolidation of the Asian session, pushed up into the order block, mitigated it, and now we're pushing down, guys. Plenty of rejection on this 2-hour time frame, but we're going to end up getting all the way down to where there's liquidity behind yesterday's low, which is, that swing low. So we should get a good 50 pips out of this and possibly even more to the downside as we look at it from like a daily time frame. Now you can see, we have swings that sit right below that. Here's one here, and we'll put it as the money because that's what it is. You have another swing here, and that is also more money. So as we're talking a sell from this area, we're looking at, first 50 pips, then 17, and then moving all the way down to 212. All right. So that's what it is. Look, Euro USD is going off. We're in profit, guys. Let's get to it. All right. No playing around. Pull up the Euro USD. Please sell it. Everything checked out perfectly. All right. At least from how I trade and what I look for. Okay, again, your stop, forgot to mention that, but put it behind the order block and you're only risking from where price is right now about 15 pips, guys. Here's the price for that, 1.07924. All right. So again, 1.07924. Okay, just gonna put a few more alerts, but guys, we're gonna head down on the Euro USD. This is just perfect price action. It couldn't get any better than this. All right. And so typically, when the Euro USD goes down, you'll also see the odd USD follow. Well, all the non-dollar based pairs, these four, right? You'll see those just kind of give us, the same type of price action, same type of movement. Now, here on the odd dollar, we haven't really taken out the high or the low, so I can't see the manipulation, right? All I do see is that where we pull back, it seems like it was just, I'll say in this order block, but it's so tough. Maybe if I look at it on the 5-minute, get more detail, it may stick out a little bit more. And I don't know. I can't really tell, but I do know that this was a high. All right, so I'll leave it at that. So it did go to take out that high. We displaced below this support area here. At the time, it was support. And we have a fair value gap sitting here that it has now, for the most part, kind of broke above. So I don't really like the way that looks. But again, we could still kind of head down on this pair as well, but it just doesn't look as good as the Euro USD. All right, oil is going off. Let's take a look. Okay, so it started to rise, but from a manipulation standpoint, we were in a uptrend in Asian session. All right, we broke out of that. So technically, this is manipulation. because when we got out the learning session, we really didn't do much of anything, but then we swept the high and now we're starting to push down. So our run up may be over with, or we could just be getting ready to take another rise as we have a fair value gap sitting here to the upside that we've just tapped into. So we really actually probably still have a good buying opportunity right here. Stop right below the fair value gap. You can probably place it, maybe right here or behind the swing. All right, it's your prerogative, right? But I'm going to go with at least to here, just right below this little structure. All right. So with that, I'm going to come up to the higher time frame, right? And I'm going to go way high. All right. So boom, this is where my team is originally aiming for, right? So again, we're already up 200 pips, and I'm just going to make this long position reach that area, and kaboom. So that is a $8 move on oil. That is 800 pips, guys, and we're getting it off a very nice structure from the lower time frame. Again, everything was up, as you can see. Run consolidation. We're still making higher highs, higher lows. We just broke this high with imbalance, which is that fair value gap that I'm speaking of. Okay, and now we're mitigating that fair value gap to the T. Guys, please buy oil right now. Have a tight stop. Let me kind of get this out of the way and push it over. Okay, boom, that's better. Okay, buy oil with a position like this. All right, so you're pretty much getting at from 85, 60 or 70. Stop just below the support structure at 85.20, so 85.18 really, and then take profit, guys, up at 89.52. All right, so I'll pop it in the comments for you guys. Oil sell now. Entry is, I'm sorry, guys, buy now, buy now, not sell. My bad. All right, your entry is 85.70. Okay, your stop loss is 85.18. Okay, and your take profit, guys, is 85 or 89.52. All right, so there's the oil play. Hopefully, you guys can read that. I think it went in a little bit wrong, but um, it should be there. All right, so please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me, guys. And thank you for being patient to let me get the kinks out with the lagging. All right, but now things are definitely running smoother on my end. So hopefully it is for you guys as well. But let me bring back up gold. I just kind of took it off. Okay, we'll check on our EURUSD trade while that loads. All right, we are in profit. Again, we got in at the orange line after we mitigated that fair value gap and pushed down. Notice how we have this engulfing candle after we balanced out. That actually, broke the structure as well. So this is a perfect entry. And like I said, we should at minimum get 50 pips out of the Euro USD. All right. So bring it back up my goal. Now my team was in dollar CHF, and that looks like we're doing good. So give us a second, and I'll let you guys see that. So you can also get into it, and those will be, the two trades that you guys will need. You know what I mean? There doesn't need to be anything else. And look at that, Euro USD going off. Guys, we are in more profit. Don't miss out. Okay, Euro USD is where it's at, getting away with literally about a 15 pip stop loss, guys. And you could probably just put it above here. So we put a short position kind of where we enter. Okay, right about there. And put that stop right above the fair value gap. That's just 6 pips, guys. All right, and we're aiming for, that first support area, which was the low of yesterday, for about 50 pips, right? You can see that clearly 50 pips. That's a 1-to-8 risk to reward ratio, guys. Insane, all right? But that's how it is with your boy Bain, all right? But guys, please rock with me, forexwithbain.com. Click on the link to join the Discord so you can really get a good understanding of this stuff and have it all broken down to where you understand it and you can start fishing for yourself, all right? That's going to be the key part of any of your trading journey that you're going to have with Forex or any other asset, all right? But gold, I think I'm going to leave. Well, all right, so we got great displacement now above this high, and we have a fair value gap that it created, which is perfect for the dollar. So again, I'm very confident that the dollar will rise. And again, I'm going by market structure. I'm not going by how I feel, right? Um, and I'm also kind of taking into consideration fundamentals, the fundamental news that hit today or this morning, obviously, turning out to be good news, right? So with all of that, right, the charts line up, they're bullish. News was bullish or good or positive, right? And I got manipulation out the Asian session. I got displacement above a swing high with imbalance that we've mitigated. That's all I need. That's all on my checklist for go. And now look at US 30. So still pushing down a little bit, but I still don't like where the sell just yet. I'm going to wait because I want to see manipulation. But we do have a gap now, so it may be ready to fall. Right, guys? It really may fall right now, and we will just miss it. Right? But you can't win them all, right? You know what I mean? You don't have to take a million trades to win. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is a really good setup, a really nice lot size. Not risking, a crazy percentage of your account balance, and that's it, guys. You rinse and repeat. And again, my man Martez can tell y'all all about that. Look at this, USD going. So, boom, guys, we are in profit. All right, dollar rising. All right, so these alerts will, get annoying, but annoying in this sense is a good thing because it's notifying me of the movement that I'm looking for it to have for me to take advantage, of getting into these opportunities. All right, so I think I'm gonna take a sell on gold because I'm seeing a huge fair value gap to the downside here. Okay, and if we look at the 15-minute, okay, I don't have my indicators on. Right, there it is. All right, so here is Asian session. I think it's a little different on gold, but the concept remains the same. So here it is. We manipulated the lows, all right? And we tapped into this fair value gap that sits over here to the left. So not gonna sell it yet. I need it. I need to see price give me another fair value gap to the downside before we do that. So gold is not ready yet for a sell. All right, but it is very, very close. Okay, so again, what I want to see, I mean, again, it'll probably tap into this gap and start to fall, but that's what I need to see to be convinced that gold will actually fall. So I'll really be looking for a position like this where it comes, price comes down, breaks below this fair value gap, hopefully giving us another fair value gap. Even if it doesn't, if it just opens and closes below this fair value gap, then I'll take it for a sell. My stop will be above this fair value gap. And then I'll obviously aim for my 1 to 2, which is right there. That's a $32 move on gold. And look, it's near the swing low, so I'm just going to go for it, right, to this swing. And that's where liquidity is sitting, guys. So that will be 370 pips, a $37 move. I'm risking 150 pips on that, by the time, this gets set up. But it's not ready yet. But, get ready for a potential drop in gold, throughout the morning time. All right. There we go. There we go. Nothing's changed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like stay getting at it, man. You know, times is really hard, you know what I mean? And clearly you know that just from your past experience or your recent experience here, you know what I'm saying? And if this can help, why not try to give it your all and give it what you can, people. So again, for everyone listening, check me out and really kind of get yourself ready to go on a journey that can change your whole life. All right. Link to the website is in the chat. All right. US 30. One more time. Mm, no, nothing there. Nas, what are you doing? Okay. Nothing. All right. So again, we had a fair value gap to the upside. It touched it and it went up, but you can see it fell. So really, it just tapped into this fair value gap to the downside, and then it fell actually. So let's get this all correct. Okay, so now this fair value gap is invalid. All right, and now we got another fair value gap here. Guys, I'm getting ready to sell NAS. Okay. Push these alerts. All I really want to know is if it's going to fall now, because from the higher time frame, again, it is in a downtrend market structure, so I'm not concerned with any buys. All right. Um, but yeah, this is looking very promising. All right, let's look at it from a higher time frame once again. And there you can see, I'll get rid of all of this. And we have money all at these locations. Okay, and just about, so really kind of like a zone, if you will, for down here. But if we do a quick measurement from where we are, and if we drop, we're looking at 200 points to the downside, possibly, more than 200. Let me kind of get it together. Yeah, we're talking 255 points. And if I look at it from a daily, again, you guys have been hearing all about a potential crash in the market. And look, here's that, from October of last year, NAS has just been rising, rising, rising. And as you can see, as we get up to this area, we've kind of gotten a little flat on the highs. And now we're starting to push down. And there goes my alert. So let's get back to the Lord. Guys, I'm waiting patiently, all right? Because I'm kind of itching to sell it right now, but I'm waiting patiently for it to give me a nice break below support, because you can see that it's rejecting it right now. So if we get the break below, again, with the candle that kind of like opens and closes like this, right? Then I'm going to sell it. So I'll have a short position right about here, and I'll have my stop right above here. That's a 66-point move, right? And I'll be aiming for what we saw on the higher time frame, and there it is, 240 points. Possibly we'll get even more. And again, if you guys are option people, you want to do a put where you have a in the money put of about anywhere above basically 80, 18,000, 18,060, right? Anywhere above that is your best bet for when we break below, all right? But so far we haven't gotten that, but I got alerts set, so we will know, at some point in time, what it's going to do, all right? Let's look at SPY again. So this yesterday, um, because of the break and the structure change that we had a huge fair value gap. We mitigated that, and now it looks like we're going to go ahead and push down. So I'm going to put a few more alerts. Again, guys, if you got questions or you have any pair that you want to take a look at, please let me know, and we will take a look at it. All right, but mainly focus on the majors today because of the economic news. And it's 9 o'clock now. We actually have news at 10 o'clock, I believe, for the dollar as well. Let me just double check that. Yeah, we have ISM PMI. So, and then Jerome speaks at 12:10 in the afternoon. But SPY so far is looking like a sell. Just gonna mark up our Asian session. And again, when you guys understand this, man, it is something else, all right? But here, we came out the Asian session, but we didn't quite, I think we took out the low, all right? From that wick, it looks like we just grabbed liquidity from the low, but we just did that. And like coming up here, it looks like we took out liquidity from this high. So we didn't really get it from the high of the Asian session, right? We got it from just this swing because we were trending down, all right? So this wasn't ranging where it was going left and right. This was trending, with lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So as we broke out of the Asian session in the London session, we consolidated and then we did a hunt for liquidity above this high. Now we've got displacement where we got below this structure level that set here with imbalance. All right. So this is still looking good for a sell right now, which, is right in, right at the area where I got in from yesterday, which is, again, it's good. So I'm going to push these alerts up. All right. And we're going to see about having a position like this with our stop right above that high. That's only a 8.9.10 point move. Boom. All right, I'm going to aim for my 1 to 2. Okay, right there. But looking at it from a higher time frame, and you guys can see I can get a whole lot more. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Aim for this swing low as my first take profit, and then I'll aim for this swing low for my second take profit. All right, guys, so bring that on down, and kaboom, a 1 to 10. So that's a 97-point move on SPY. And again, coming back down to the 15-minute, I can see what I need. Yeah, guys, this is looking like a go. Yeah, this is absolutely a go on SPY. So, here I'll put my stop loss in the mix, and then I'll also put that take profit. So, boom, 10-point move, and 97. All right. So here is the play on SPY. And give me just a moment because gold is going off. Let's take a look. All right, so we're not displacing below just yet, but we still need to wait on it. All right, so oil, yep, oil is rising. Hopefully you guys took a position on that, right? That was called. But here is SPY. Okay, 1 to 2. 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 1 to 2 Ethereum, got you. Looking like a buy up at the 3,500 level. I'm with you, bro. Give me a second and I will pull that up. So here for SPY, again, got SPX, USD. This is a sell now. Your entry price is going to be 52.01. Okay, your stop loss will be 52.11. Again, that's 10 points. Your take profit will be 51.04, and that is for a 96-point move. All right, guys, please hit that like and subscribe button for me. And we are heading into profit on SPY. All right, so hang tight with me. All right, so let's look at, all right, my team took CAD CHF, and we also took USD CHF for a buy. So we're up 17 pips, and we're aiming for 75 pips, and we're probably going to get that easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, and there it is. So pretty soon we'll get that breakout, and we'll head on up there. But let's take a look at some crypto here. All right, guys, and again, all of this is all the same. I don't care what the asset is. We're doing the same thing for analyzing the potential, of what what direction it's going to go in by simply, marking up support and resistance zones, trend lines, uh, you know, demand, supply and demand areas, et cetera, et cetera. It's very repetitive, guys. So here's Tuesday, Monday. All right. So Sunday, Saturday. Oh, I forgot they're open 24/7. All right. So that threw me off a little bit. All right. Um, Give me a second. I got to check on that US 30 because that might be our play. Friday. All right, boom. So US 30. All right, not yet. Let's get a few more alerts. And I think this will kind of do it. All right, but Ethereum. Now, let's see. Okay, so from this daily, we definitely, we were on that uptrend and we broke that, right? So right about there, not the best trend line, but we had the change of character from an uptrend to now a downtrend because we made a lower low, or we made a new low here. And then for this structure level, we made a lower high. So out of that lower high, we were in consolidation. Then we broke out to the downside. So again, we're breaking structure lower and lower. Um, so it's looking more bearish at the moment. But because we took out the low of yesterday, we can absolutely go and take out the high of yesterday. So coming down to the 4 hour, um, yeah, like we kind of did a little sweep here. Okay. And so that, at one point was where we, just kind of did a hunt, and now we're starting to push up. I don't see any fair value gaps yet to the upside on the 4 hour, but I'm seeing a lot of rejection, from this fair value gap to the left. Okay, so from this fair value gap up, again, it was mitigated once, twice, but now it looks like kind of 3 times is the charm. But let's keep going down to the lower time frame, get more details, see if we can spot any kind of structural change from down to up. And I do see it. It's very small on this 2 hour time frame. You can't see it too well, but I'm gonna just keep going down. And now I see a fair value gap sitting right here. Plus, we haven't really gotten above this high, right? You know what I mean? So it's not that displacement, even though we have the gap, it's not a huge indication for me to buy it just yet, right? I love the rejection. I love the structure kind of giving very tiny higher highs and higher lows, but this could still just be a pullback to where it potentially drops. So I think there is, potential for a buy here, absolutely. But you see what I'm saying? Like, with that gap, it's kind of disrespecting it, kind of going a little bit below. So I would rather see price push up and break above this swing or this structure and then kind of come back either, to the same area that it broke or potentially like another fair value gap that it created on the way up, breaking the structure. So if I back out, yeah, you can kind of see, this might be this up movement might be short-lived as we have a bit of a trend line right here, right? So clearly you already know what time it is. If it breaks that, we're probably going to push down a little further. And don't forget, from the overall higher time frame on Ethereum, right? We've been, had that structure change, and everything that you see over here is still in a downtrend format. You with me? So for me right now, bro, I wouldn't take it for a buy just yet. I see hella potential. But I'm gonna get rid of this fair value gap because it's invalid now. And what I see is that support area right about here. Okay. So, it looks good. I mean, it does look good, but to me, this just is going to be a little risky because again, I'm looking at everything and I see fair value gap here to the downside. You know what I mean? Like there's a few knickknacks, right, to kind of get past. So I would definitely rather see it break above 33.87, bro, before looking for that potential buy. But again, when it does that, we're getting in from a higher price, right? You know what I mean? So we would have missed out on the move up to it doing that. So by all means, you can still take the buy right now with the real tight stop loss and just live with it. You know what I mean? Because it's not uh, a whole lot that you're risking behind it. And then look, getting a 1 or 2 easily, just getting up to that 33.88 level is really doable. You know what I'm saying? So I do see buying potential here for sure. But that higher time frame is down, so don't be surprised if it gets to 33.88 and then kind of turns around. You know what I'm saying? So just know that. But I like it for a buy for sure. For right now. Um, so Euro has pulled back on us. Um, and Oh, so we did go above the fair value gap for the stop loss, so we're still alive. But now let me get rid of this position. I just want to be able to see this better. We'll check on NAS and US 30. So from here, we got in and now it's pushed back and it got a fair value gap on it. So that is concerning for sure. But again, we're only risking 15 pips, guys, so we're not really going to cry. All right. We made our bet. We have to lay in it. Oh, exactly what I'm looking for. I'm waiting for it to take out a previous high. Um, that with the combination of news and massive purchase in Ethereum makes me lean to buy. Absolutely. Yeah, I see it for sure. I definitely see it. Okay, so NAS and US 30 were going off. All right, here we go. NAS is starting to break below that support area, so I'm probably going to get into that pretty soon. US 30. Oh, come on. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see if we can get it back over here. Mm, oh, was it US 30? Yeah, US 30. So yeah, it's trying, but it's not quite where I want it to be just yet. Even though I probably want to take it for a sell now, but oh no, it's NAS and NAS I was looking at. I want this to break support, and then US 30 still hasn't really done too much. And SPY, we are in profit, guys. All right, so SPY is doing us right. Just set a few more alerts on it, and then let's take a look at Euro USD again. Again, it's a little, you know, it does its thing, right? So this was a high, and it looks like it just grabbed the money from there, right? And it started pushing down. So we'll see, nothing but a 15 pip stop, but I see a lot of manipulation, and then just a deeper retracement to kind of grab this liquidity. So we should still fall. Let's look at the dollar. Okay, so dollar did it. It's a little, you know, manipulation on filling the gap and trying to take some liquidity here. So I'll set some alerts lower to catch it rising once again, but it still looks bullish because we haven't really gotten into much of a downtrend structure, especially from a higher time frame. You guys can see that support area, that previous low still being respected, even though, we just got a nice little push down on the lower time frame like this. We didn't get past this low, all right? And that's, tattletelling for now, right? So we want to see clearly, obviously, that it pushes up, which I still believe we're going to get. So I'm not worried, but, things happen, and you just adjust, right? Every L is, for the most part, a lesson, guys. I know it sounds cliche, but believe it or not, you really learn a lot from what you see, especially like if you happen to lose this trade and then it goes in your favor, then you'll look and you'll be like, okay, what was it, or what was a potential reason why you lost it? And only when you're in that state of mind where you're trying to figure it out is when you end up figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, right now, just probably wants to be a little deeper in this order block and then fall, but we're still good, right? You know what I mean? Everything is still nice on Euro USD, probably down about maybe 5 or 6 pips or something. Yeah, 5 pips exactly. So, no sweat. All right. NAS, all right, we're getting a break on NAS now. All right, guys. So SPY in profit. NAS, we're about to take it. And US 30, I may just pull the trigger on it, just because this is a very good position, right? Just right above that high. It's a 57 point move, right? So if we double that up for 1 and 2, we're at least at 100 and some odd points, right? But looking at it from a higher time frame, and especially on US 30, guys, look, this is where the gusto is, right? All the way down here for 450 point drop, right? On US 30 for a 1 to 7 risk to reward. Guys, I think I'm going to just go ahead and sell it. It's already falling. All right. And putting my stop above that swing point. Kaboom. Take profit. Bring it on down. There we have it, guys. All right. So please get in, and I will throw this in the chat in a second. All right, but hang tight. All right, guys, US 30. It's market sell now. Your entry price is going to be 39127.80. Stop loss is 39205.90. And take profit is 38689.95. Boom, guys. All right. Please go ahead and get that in. We'll set some alerts to let us know that it is dropping. But I like what I'm seeing, guys, on excuse me, the indices. They're giving good structure. All right. That's not quite ready yet. You see, it's trying to break that support, but it hasn't. And again, I'm waiting for like a nice candle to open and close below this. We actually have a bit of a, you know, low here as well. So, it's a little concerning, but with the dollar looking extremely bullish, I'm going to take my chances selling, these indices. All right. So, SPY in US 30, we are now in for the sell. Um, and NAS is what we're waiting on. We're also on the sell on Euro USD. It's pushing, up here, and looks like it may keep rising. It's going right now, but time will tell. Right, dollar's doing a little dance right now. Kind of feel like it's getting people to try to believe that it's going to tank or fall, but I've already made up my bet, so I'm staying with what I got until, I'm either knocked out or super convinced that the dollar is falling. And right now, I'm not super convinced. All right. So there you have it. All right. Just got the alert set there. And look at that nice rejection right at that high. So again, guys, you live and learn. You see it all. And so you don't really fret. You don't really worry. You know what I mean? You just know that there's things that are in your control and things that are not, right? The things that are in your control is what you worry about, right? So, did you get this? Did you get that? Did it break this? Did it break that? Yes, 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 yes. All right, take the trade, right? It's just that simple. I know it seems more difficult than that, but it really is that simple, all right? Gold, still haven't gotten that push down, so we're waiting on our hands for gold, all right? And let's look at oil. All right, oil still kind of dancing at that fair value gap. Just going to add on an extra few alerts. Okay. Okay, now my Euro USD alerts are getting hit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and check out Euro USD one more time. Look at that nice rejection. All right, so we're gonna head down. NAS, what we're waiting on. There we go, guys. Getting a break. Okay. Now it didn't open below this support area, but it looks like it's going to close below it. So we can look at it on the 5 minute because we're on the 15 minute. And here on the 5 minute, we actually created a fair value gap to the downside as we are breaking this low. So I'm going to set a position, right, for price to pull back to this fair value gap. So the position now will look like this, right at the beginning of that fair value gap, and I can make my risk a little lower, putting it pretty much above this fair value gap for a 39 point stop loss. All right. So this is how you do it, right? Right at where that fair value gap is, you right click and you go sell limit. All right, because sell limit order is where you actually um, get price or you have price rise up to fill your desired price, and then you're going to be in a sell. So once again, right click, trade and sell limit. There it is, right at the fair value gap. And now you can set all your parameters ahead of time. And this is pretty much called setting and forgetting, right? Do that. And we're aiming for the low. And gonna leave it just like that. Now, we might miss it, right? You know what I mean? That's one of the other gambles that you take with a sell limit order, is that it may not pull back, but we're just gonna, we're gonna let it do its thing, right? If we look at it on the 1 minute, we definitely, pull back to it. So it very well may be time to sell it right now and still get away with the tight stop loss. So instead of waiting for that sell limit order to activate, because again, we're going to get a pullback at some point, right? We don't know if it's going to be sooner or later, but regardless, we want to, um, take advantage of just what we see right now. Because see, here's that candle that opened and closed below support that I've been waiting on. So technically, I could have sold it right here, and I would have been in profit. But now you can see that there's a possibility, here's a gap, here's more. So it's a possibility we can go and activate that, get in at a better price, and then, price will fall from there. But, you got that as an option. And then obviously you have it to where it could just continue to fall right now without giving us that pullback right away, right? So pick your poison on how you want to do it. But I have the sell limit order activated, and I'm going to let it try to hit that to get me into the trade, all right, instead of just selling it right now, all right? US 30's going off. What do you know? We're in profit, guys. Take advantage, take advantage, all right? SPY, we are in profit, okay? Take advantage. Let's check on our baby Euro USD, all right, it's still playing around, but we will get you to drop. Dollar, what are you doing? All right, again, you see a lot of pump faking, right? Oh, dollar's gonna falling, falling, falling. Nope. Until it breaks below the previous day low and probably all of this support in this fair value gap to the upside, I'm not going to be convinced that it's going to uh, fall, right? So still bullish on the dollar. Set a few more alerts, but so far, guys, we are in about 3 to 4 trades, all based off of the positive dollar news for today. So euro dollar for a sell, SPY for a sell, US 30 for the sell, NAS for whoever wants to sell it right now, and then again stop above, 18 100, or have your sell limit order to where price will push up, hit it, and then get you into the sell. And we're aiming for a whole lot of pips, uh, or really points rather, 256 roughly points on the NAS. And guys, you never really know, right? With the whole talk of um, crashing, in the air, we could really have a big drop, surprisingly today, or sometime the rest of the week on these indices. All right, so I like these so far. Getting oil. All right, we're testing that fair value gap very deeply, and I see that we do have this fair value gap that we respect and then we push down to. There's another one here, so there's some bearish pressure, kind of in the mix right now. But again, until we really break below, we got our stop loss below this low, and it's right below it. Okay, so hopefully, you know what? We should probably, man, it's tough because there's money here, but I'm still gonna stick with this risk. There's money here. There's a fair value gap here, and then there's money right below it. Again, right here. So we could be on the hunt for this. All right, especially with the fair value gaps pushing to the downside, showing more bearish imbalance. Okay, and boom. So the way, I'm looking at this is that maybe we want to have our stop like a little bit to here, right? You know what I mean? To survive any of this pullback, but I made my bet, so I'm just gonna keep it a little bit below this swing. So maybe it'll tap it to the T, hopefully keep me in it, and then start to rise to the top. But the main reason why I'm bullish, guys, is not because I see uh, just this fair value gap on this 5-minute time frame. I'm looking at the higher time frame, right? And if this doesn't look bullish to you, I don't know what does, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's how you have to, always look at your trades, and when you're lining them up, is whether or not the structure from the higher time frame is saying bulls or bullish or bearish, right? You know what I mean? Up or down, and that's really what matters most, right? Than what you see on the lower time frame, because when you look at it on the lower time frame, these two candles, they look like a downtrend, but from the higher time frame, you see that they're nothing but a pullback. Okay, so that's the mystery, right, of trading in Forex, or anything else really, to be able to identify what the higher time frame is showing, and then when you go into the lower time frame, still be able to read it, but catch it, catch your opportunities uh, with the overall trend that's on the higher time frame, right? Line yourself up with that, and that'll keep you right. Okay. Yeah, my team has already got over 200 points or pips on oil, and we're probably going to get a little bit more, especially if we get rejection of this fair value gap, which it looks like we're starting to get. Right. Look how that candle went right to the T of the gap with the actual wick and rejection, right? It's a beautiful thing, but you gotta take your risks, right? If you're too scared, nothing's gonna happen. You're not gonna make what you are trying to make, right? You gotta pull the trigger and you gotta let it sit and play out, right? That's how that goes. So look, that sell limit order almost activated, guys. We're almost pushing to that fair value gap, and it's almost time. All right, US 30. All right, it's pushing down. SPY, doing a little dance. Let's get some more alerts. But we're still in profit. All right, I think that's a good amount. Gold, all right. Look, gold rejected that fair value gap perfectly. All right, I want to see what dollar's looking like. All right, it hasn't really pushed up and got back above here. So I'm a little concerned about that. It's just taking its time. And I think, because we got news in 30 minutes, right? I think that's what it's all about. So to be honest, it's good that we're waiting, right? Because the 10 p.m. ISM news, what if that comes out bad? Well, then that will absolutely push the dollar down, right? Or potentially push the dollar down. Let's put it that way. So you can see, like, we do kind of have a bit of a trend line break, but we're not really breaking any previous lows to be convinced that we're in a downtrend. All right. So even with that break of the trend line, we tapped into the support fair value gap to where it still all looks bullish. All right. Again, news is gonna affect this, right? If news comes out bad, we'll probably break all of this, right? Even potentially some of these lows, and that will get us into, bearish market structure on the dollar. But for right now, again, guys, we're still bullish. Down, I got stopped out of US 30. What happened? Oh man, so I'm not out of it yet, but it is up there. So so again, there's something in the water with the next bit of economic news. So let me see. We got 57 points on that. Again, off a micro lot, that is $57. But guys, don't trade these big indices just because you hear about all the money you can make and whoop the whoop, right? Really know what your account balance looks like and whether or not you can handle whatever lot size it is that you're putting on these, because these could quickly blow a small account. All right, so just be careful. But yeah, man, it looks like it's doing, I see a little more manipulation going on, pretty much. Is the main thing. Let's see. I'm still in it, and let's hope it goes down now. All right, I'm seeing more bears. That's good. Naz, what about you? All right, look at that, guys. Sell limit order activated and profit. All right, look how it rejected the fair value gap to the T, and now we are in profit. So I'm going to set a few more alerts because I want to know when it's going to fall. And so far, so good. But again, I kind of think that if we get bad news on the dollar at 10, that will give us, some kind of reversal on, majority of these trades. We may lose them, and again, we may not, because again, market structure is king, despite what you may see from a economic news standpoint, right? There's plenty of times where news has came out bad, but the dollar rose, or news has came out good, but the dollar fell, right? So don't be too tied to the results um, too heavily. Just know that it will factor, or be some kind of catalyst to what may happen on the chart. So look, Martez, man, look, that was just hell of a manipulation. You know what I'm saying? To where it did a nice push up, but it's pushing back down. SPY did its little push up as well, and so I'm assuming this is all just part of the plan. You know what I mean? Because who wants? Well, what institutions want you guys to take advantage of this big drop setting up? You know what I'm saying? They want you guys to they want to use more of your capital to take it short. So they push it up, to make you feel like it's rising. And he's like, oh man, it's not falling anymore. So let me buy. And all your stop losses and everything are below where you bought. So then they say, okay, thank you guys. We'll take all of that and we'll fuel it up. Um, can you put a stop loss and TP up for NAS? Absolutely. All right, so all right, NAS is a sell. It was a sell limit, but you can sell it now. Entry right now is 1864 or 180.64. Stop loss will be 18,103. Take profit will be 18. I'm sorry, 17,804. All right, well, there it is, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button for me. Really appreciate the love. All right, and don't forget to come join so that you can, be able to understand this stuff. Right? I know it seems extremely difficult. Trust me, I get it. But if you can get somebody to explain this stuff to where you understand it, that's going to make a big difference, right? Big difference. Guys, I'm thinking about selling gold right now. So we got where we took out the liquidity, not quite seeing any fair value gaps here on the 5-minute. If I look on the 1-minute, we do have some. So we had the fair value gap to the upside, but it disrespected it. Here's the fair value gap to the downside, and now we're really kind of pushing. So it's still a little iffy. All right. So I'm not convinced yet, but man, I would love to sell it, as it's at a higher point right now, um, than when I'm looking for it to kind of get below that support area. That'll be a lower entry. So, man, I'm tempted. Let me see. Dollar, I need you to bounce back now. All right. All this playing around and uh, dancing around this low, the previous day low. So, man, I just think it's gonna be, I'm gonna have to go on a little bit, guys, but it's gonna be definitely depending on that 10 a.m. news for sure. All right, even euro, like now we've gotten above that high, and we're just rejecting this order block now. But yeah, so just kind of this is an order block right here too, and that's the one. So I'm gonna get rid of this one for now. Actually, I could just resize it, and boom, that's where we are. And just getting those alerts. And there we go with NAS, a little rejection. I'm going to get rid of this fair value gap because it kind of broke it a little bit. Push the alerts up. US 30. All right, it's doing the dance. It's really doing the dance on us. SPY. Yep. Also nice little push up. So dollar. All right, so it broke the previous day's low so far. Oil. All right, oil is rising, so that's good. But dollar, man. Um, yeah, man. I still think this is just a hunt. All right. Um, so took liquidity here and here. I just think this is just a deep hunt. But we will see, guys. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna leave the alerts for when it's rising. Again, so this may very well push us up on those indices. Seems like it's already doing. But again, guys, I got a good feeling like this is all just pre-manipulation before the next amount of news hits, and then that's where we're going to get, these big expected moves. So we've already gotten all the manipulation and things out of the way on majority of these pairs. Oh man, we're so close. No, don't take us. Don't take us. All right, we're still alive, but it's too close for comfort right now. Again, guys, I'm seeing still a situation where we may take these L's, but they're gonna turn around with the news, and then let's see what they're expecting for ISM. So this is the Purchasing Managers Index. Above 50 indicates industry expansion. Below indicates contraction. And it is the leading indicator of economic health. Businesses react quickly to market conditions, and their purchasing managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insight to the company's view of the economy. All right, so they are expecting a 52.8. Previously, it was 52.6. So again, they're expecting higher, and they say that anything above a 50 indicates industry expansion. So that is a positive thing, and we will see if it turns out to be positive, at that 10 o'clock time frame. But right now, man, oh man, are we getting hit? All right, we just lost Euro USD for about 15 pips. NAS, we're still okay. US 30, we're still okay. And SPY, we're still okay. All right, so one down, but I still, again, I feel like this is coming back around. Uh, just got to give it that time, right? And oil is pushing. Gold, see, this is exactly why I didn't sell it yet. All right, it's not convincing just yet, especially with the dollar doing the little down dance. All right. But yeah, guys, man, it's gonna be tough to not want to pull the trigger right now, but you gotta kind of hold on, because, like I said, that news is right around the corner. All right, we're back in profit, close to it on NAS, and we may get hit here on US 30, and we still got some wiggle room on SPY. Let's take a look at some of the other pairs. Dollar, what did you do? So yeah, see, I saw that. Didn't take for the sell yet, but look, when it grabbed that money. All right, dollar, what are you doing now? Because you're going off. All right, look, rejection, guys. I'm telling you, like it looked it like it actually broke that low, right? It just was pushing below it. But now 16, 15, 14 seconds left. We're going to see if it actually closed below that previous day low or above it. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boom, it closed above it. And then it opened above it also. And now I'm going to get another dance. But, so far, again, just I feel like that was all manipulation, just trying to push it down, but not really pushing it down. And then what is the euro doing? Now we're coming down. Look at that massive rejection here. So again, I'm gonna put a few more alerts, guys. I may just hop right back into it for the sell. But boy, oh boy, was that, a bit of a ride, right? Um, man, it's just I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to explain sometimes, but uh, when you know, you know. Again, when you're looking at all this from a higher time frame on these non-dollar based pairs, again, it's all still bearish, right? You know what I mean? Like it's nothing really concrete for the bulls just yet. So there's pound dollar, here's euro dollar. Again, even though that's a big push up, we still haven't broken above this high point here, or even pull back to really make a higher low to go and make another higher high. So again, all still bearish. Odd dollar, again, all still bearish, right? This lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So again, it's easy to try to trick people, when you don't know, right? You know what I mean? Here, dollar CAD is kind of falling a little bit. Um, kind of want to get this marked up. Okay, I got that right. So that's good on the 15 minute. Okay. So we were kind of trending. And then out of the Asian session, we took out the high of the previous day, pushed down. And so we missed our selling opportunity from here. But it still kind of looks like it's going to fall because it just broke the low of the previous day. So again, it just still looks pretty bearish right now. Dollar CHF, we're still good. We're in profit. And let me just double check it. Okay, yeah, this still looks bullish. Break of this high, new high, higher low. We should push to go and make that higher high. I need to get my alert set above price right now because it is below. Okay, and there we go. All right, again, 15-minute. All right, we consolidated here in the range. And then when we broke out, we took out the high because this was the high right here of the range. We took it out. We came down and we got right to the support area of here. Okay, and we respect it. Now, here is our displacement right above this swing low, or the swing high rather, that we had right here. That was a swing high at one point, but then bulls showed up with the imbalance, and that's exactly where we're bouncing off of right now. All right, so when you see this, this checks out for everything that I need to go long on the dollar CHF. All right, manipulation, taking out the high, right? Really, it should have took out the low for me to, get my buying opportunity. But still, it was a liquidity sweep here, manipulation. And then as we pulled down, we just tapped into the order block, the support area, whatever you want to call it, demand, right, from here. But now displacement, breaking above this high with imbalance, pulling back to that imbalance, respecting it to the T, and now starting to rise up. So again, this is still looking very good for a buying opportunity. And guys, don't be surprised when that 10 o'clock news comes out. They're already expecting it to be positive, right? So if it actually is, and you see that the dollar is still technically in an uptrend, and then you're just getting a lot of pullback for now. Don't be surprised when it starts to take off and you have that opportunity back on the Euro USD to sell it. All right. So don't be upset about that L. They're part of the game, guys. This isn't any fluff. This isn't any, uh, you know, get rich quick kind of thing. This is where you learn a skill set, right, and really understand it, and you will definitely come out on top more often than not. All right. Um, so it's still looking good. I just want to set as many alerts as I can because I want this thing to go ding, 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 ding. All right. SPY. All right. We're surviving. US 30. It took us out, and now it is trying to fall, it looks like. Right to the T, guys. Right to the T. So we should have we should have did that, right? But damn it. All right. Here, just getting more and more alerts. So I feel like I'm still gonna just get right back in, and it's gonna be a lovely thing. All right, Nas still alive. Get some more alerts. All right. Oil doing its thing. All right. Gold still not convinced. Let's check on our baby euro, and it's hanging on. It's hanging on. But guys, I do have to go. I know news is dropping in a little bit. I need you guys to pay attention to it. Look at the results. If it's positive, come back to looking to sell Euro USD. I think we're going to get the expected volatility that I thought we were going to get at 8:15. I think we're going to get that around this 10 o'clock time frame, and things will move a lot faster. All right, because we've had all of the manipulation happening and going on for what have you. But now we definitely need to just sit on our hands and wait for news to drop and play it from there. All right. Again, if news is bad, right, that could definitely cause the dollar to tank, in which you want to reverse, you know, these opportunities that you see on the majors from sells to potential buying opportunities. All right. So we can't really see it, just yet from this higher time frame that it is probably going to rise. But on that lower time frame, we can see it just slightly trying to get above that resistance area. And if news is bad, like I said, it'll probably just continue to shoot up um, and go higher and higher. So just be mindful of what the results are and what the chart is showing you, right? Give it about 15 minutes roughly after the news has dropped, and then make your decision. All right. But guys, is there any questions, any comments, any concerns whatsoever? Please let me know. Okay, guys, going once. Going twice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. News drops in 5. Please be very mindful of it. Martez, bro, again, love, man. Great hearing from you. Hope you get better, right? Do what you got to do, uh, to bounce back 100%. But definitely good to hear from you, bro. And thank you. Thank you for that. Guys, thank y'all for waking up and being a part of this. Again, if you want to learn more, you know what to do. And if there's nothing else, I hope you guys have a great morning. And I will see you again soon for some more live sessions to get you in the mix and really, get in your ground with Forex. All right, guys? But peace. Y'all have a great day.